guys, how you doing? So Houston here, obviously. So I'm starting something new, something I would not typically be completely comfortable doing, and that's starting a video, obviously, and an audio. I got an audio recording going about a new series I want to do, and I'm going to share these videos and this audio across several platforms. We'll get to that in a second, but again, I'm not typically comfortable recording video and sharing it out to the world, but that's half the reason why I'm doing it. So I'm going to start a new series, and the premise of this series is that I have recently turned 40 years old, which I think we could all agree, and a lot of us have experienced it already. Turning 40 is a pretty big and important deal, or a meaningful deal, okay? So in the year between 39 and 40, I have learned a lot. And I want to share those things. I've been writing a bit about it. We'll get to that again in a second. But I want to start talking about it a little more. I want to start putting more content out there, because I think this is a very, very important year, not only for myself, but for a lot of us out there. So basically what this series is I want to talk about those things. What have I learned, observed, and appreciated at 39 to 40 years old compared to how I would have reacted or learned from those things at, let's say, 25. Life changes when you get a little older. We all know that. And I want to talk about those things. I want to discuss those things because I think it's very, very important. And a lot of those things we take for granted in our younger years, and we probably shouldn't do so going forward. So basically what I'm doing, some of you already know or will know now, I am writing a book about my year between 39 and 40. And my tagline or kind of phrase for that book is finding meaning in the mundane. So some of these things you do on a day-to-day basis, you might consider them boring or see them as things you don't want to do, but my book is basically going to be about why those things are important and what you can learn from them and what I learned from them over the last year of my life. This book will be out in 2020. I'm coming down to the kind of final editing process and those kind of things, which is pretty cool, pretty exciting. It's been a long journey, and I'm really pumped to get it out there. So stay tuned to hear more about that. Some of the topics in there, or on these recordings, I guess, might sound or seem insignificant at first, but if you really look into it and maybe read or listen to some of the learning experiences that I got from them, I think you would agree that some of these mundane tasks are actually more important than you would typically think about. So my goal for these posts is to bring some kind of value or at least entertainment to some of the folks who are out there on a similar journey or similar path. A lot of us are around the same age, I think, on LinkedIn and in our podcast. So I'll go ahead and say it. So my best friend back home, Josh Egolf, look him up. We have a podcast going. We've been doing it for quite some time now. Some of you will be listening to this on the podcast. And the reason because of that is, as you can see on the video, I got this mic here, so I'm recording this for the Comprehensivist podcast. So that's me and Josh's deal. We've been doing it for quite some time. So I'm going to share this series not only on LinkedIn, but also on the Comprehensivist podcast. We also just started a YouTube channel, so we'll get this up there. We don't have much on there yet, but stand by for that. But the main goal for this was to get me more active on LinkedIn and to be willing enough, I guess, to share things like this on LinkedIn and get the word out there. So again, I'm going to try to do about one post per week. I'll put the video up on LinkedIn and the Comprehensivist YouTube channel, and then the audio will be up on the Comprehensivist podcast. That's on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, basically anywhere you get your podcast. I also want to get a little hashtag going, a cool little hashtag, so we can all follow this. So if you guys have anything funny or fun or interesting that you can think of surrounding, being 40 years old or anything similar to that, hit me up, message me here on LinkedIn. If you guys are listening on the podcast, hit us up on Twitter or email us compodcast@gmail.com. I'm really excited about this, guys. Again, I'm trying to put myself out there a little more. Book coming out 2020, so stand by for that. Turning 40 was a big deal for me, but was a complete positive, and I learned quite a bit about myself and about others over the past year of my life, and I want to bring others along on that journey as well. So wherever you're listening to this or watching it, message me, connect with me. I'm trying to just talk to as many people as I can these days and see kind of similar life lessons that they've been learning or what they're going through at this point in life. It's something that's super interesting to me currently. So hit me up. You can find me kind of anywhere. You can find the Comprehensivist anywhere if you just do a little Google search, if you will. So thanks for listening. This one was a little long. My future posts for this series will, again, hopefully be 2 to 3 minutes, a little more digestible, if you will. And again, they'll just be about what you would consider maybe mundane day-to-day tasks, but why they are actually important. So thanks for listening. This was the intro. Stand by for more. You guys all have a great day. Thank you.